second Monday in October. It's the third Monday due to fall break. The rest are the second Mondays of the month.
Okay, just need a motion.
I move we,
Motion to approve the board meeting dates for 2025.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it passes. And then the appointment of the board member for the superintendent committees. I know we're going to table some of these. We do need to go ahead and elect for C9 and for RDC, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
I would move that Becky be our representative for C9 and that Deb serve on the RDC.
A second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that one passes. Like I said, the other ones are tabled until we get our fifth member, and then we'll finish with the committee appointments. Next, we'll do the appointment of the treasurer. And this is, will actually be Tina, right? I guess we need,
Yeah, we can actually do both of them together if you
Together.
like, F and G. Tina would serve as the treasurer for the district, and then Tammy Jackson, the deputy treasurer.
So moved.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we will go on to the appointment of the legal counsel. Yeah.
I move we appoint Roger Young for legal counsel.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's approved. All right, now we will go on to what everybody's been waiting for. Sorry, we stumbled through that. I'm kind of rusty on this. But we will go to the individual student growth.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being with us tonight. We traditionally start.
You can hear me now. We traditionally start each of our meetings recognizing many of our excellence in our students as we celebrate individual student growth, our key, one of our 5 guiding principles. Tonight we will also celebrate some of our community members, our board members, and some of our faculty under collaboration as well. But we are going to start with the students, and we are going to start with C9. Every month, we have the privilege of recognizing excellence at Central 9. And tonight, we have 4 students who are on the list. So congratulations to the following 4 students who were the December Central 9 Students of the Month. As I call your name, please come forward. Ainsley Botkin in Dental Careers. Kylie Meredith in Early Childhood Education. Stay up here, Ainsley. Erin Hillebrand in Information Technology Operations. And Ava Lee Reynolds in Medical Assisting. Congratulations to all of you. Do you want to tell us who's with you this evening and what your plans are for next year?
My mom and dad are with me, and my plans are to attend college and continue my athletic career.
My dad is here, and my best friends are also here. After I graduate from senior year, I'm going to go to Ivy Tech to continue IT.
Congratulations, excellent work. The next segment this evening is the Lilly Endowment. If both of our winners, please, could come forward. Callie and Anna, please. The Johnson County Community Foundation selects 3, yes, I said 3, local students to receive the 2025 Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship. Franklin Community Schools had 2 of those 3. Another round of applause. That's pretty awesome, right? Anna Brumley here on the left by Dr. Clendenning and Callie Cadwell. According to the foundation, the scholars were selected because of their community involvement, their academic achievement, their character, and leadership. The scholarship provides full tuition, required fees, and a special allocation up to $900 a year for books and equipment as well. The scholarship is for full-time undergraduate students, leading to a baccalaureate degree in any eligible Indiana public or private nonprofit college or university. Congratulations, ladies. Excellent work. Please tell us who's with you this evening and what your plans are after graduation.
With me this evening is my mom, my dad, and our therapy dog, Benny. Like our. And then after this year, I plan to study biology at Butler.
My name's Anna. I'm here with my mom and my dad. And next year, I plan to study chemistry at IU on a pre-med track.
Excellent work. One more round of applause. Excellent, excellent work. Dr. Clendenning's full of ideas. Okay, a number of you in the audience are here for our academic all-state recognition. We are going to start with our boys and girls cross-country teams. So if you are on the boys team and the girls team, please make your way to the front of the room. Thanks, Noah. Take the lead. Several of our high school athletes have earned academic all-state. We have the fall season with us tonight, so we will have cross-country, soccer, tennis, and volleyball.
I'm Noah Woods. I'm unaccompanied, and I'm undecided on where I'd like to go to college, but I'd like to major in international relations. Thank you.
I'm Willa. I'm here with my mom, and I'm a junior.
I'm Ava. I'm here with my mom and my sister and her mom, and I'm a junior.
Don't walk away. Now, if we could please have the boys and girls soccer teams come forward.
Hello, I'm Rifkin Dillon. I'm here with my mom and my dad, and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Joseph, here with my mom, my dad, and my sister, and next year I'm going to high school again because I'm a junior.
I'm Alex Myers, and I'm here with my mom, stepdad, and dad, and I'm also a junior.
Hey, I'm Abram Moore. I'm here with both my brothers and my parents, and yeah, next year I'm going to high school with these guys.
My name's Anna, and I'm here with my mom and my dad.
My name's Charlie, and I'm here with my mom, my dad, and my grandpa. My name's Izzy, and I'm here with my mom and dad, and I'm undecided on where I want to go to college, but I want to study nursing.
studying elementary education at Austin Peay State University.
My name is Hayla Chadwell, and I plan to attend IU Indy to study dentistry.
We're going to try to get one picture of all of you. You have to do 2 rows. Let's do, can you get us, Robin, and all?
Men's tennis. Do we have one of you out there? No? Not with us tonight? Girls volleyball.
Hi, I'm Maggie Doty. I'm here with my parents, Bill and Jennifer Doty, and I plan on attending UIndy to major in biology for pre-dentistry.
Hi, I'm Hadley. I'm here with my parents, and next year I plan to go to Butler IU to study biology.
I'm Kate Pinnick, and I'm here with my parents and little sister, and next year I plan to go to Purdue or Clemson to study biomedical engineering.
Hi, I'm Taylor Trueblood. I'm here with my parents and my brothers, and I plan to attend Taylor University, study psychology.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Runyon. I'm going to Indiana State next year to major in biology with a focus on pre-vet and minor in business while running track.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Warland, and I plan to go to either Ball State or Cincinnati to study nursing, and I'm here with my family and Mr. Benji Betts.
How about our boys football team? Is somebody here, gentlemen? Please come forward. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Jaden Oliver. I'm with my family and my girl, and I'm going to go into a trade school for electrician.
Hi, I'm Daxton Richards, and I'm here with my parents, and I plan on going to Indiana State University for construction management.
We could have all the athletes come back up front. We're going to take one big academic all-state picture. Oh, they got the. All right. Mr. Doty, Mr. Ahouse.
congratulations again to all of our students. Keep up the excellence. Nice job. We are now going to transition to collaboration, one of our other 5 guiding principles, and we are going to start with Mr. Doug Baker. Doug, if you would come forward.
Oh, I was just going to talk. But, okay.
You can just, you can just talk.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Doug Baker, teacher at the high school, psychology. Doug is our first graduate from the tuition assistance program, one of our employer of choice initiatives. We took some of the 10X grant money this year and funneled it to tuition assistance, and Mr. Baker now has a master's in
psychology, specialization in industrial organizational psychology.
Okay, so he'll be able to teach some IU ACP courses for the students to get dual credit. Cool. So,
Thank you, Megan.
You want to talk just to the value program that you just finished?
Yeah, it was a sort of accelerated program through Indiana Wesleyan University. 10 courses, graduate level, over psychology, ranged over, or 3 or 4 that were kind of 500 level, and then after that it's industrial organizational, which really focuses on like human factors of organizations and how to optimize those interactions and things like that. So that's kind of the specialization, but the main gain is that it's a master's in psychology, which allows my students to get 6 college credits for a year, whereas previously under the AP College Board program, they would take a test at the end to maybe get 3 credits. And although our corporation beat the national average most of the time, when you math it out, each kid was averaging about 2 credits, and now they're averaging 6. So it's 3 times the impact for our students with the same amount of work for them, which is great for prepping them for college and then giving them that leg up.
Congratulations. Thank you for doing that.
congratulations.
Yes, thank you to all of you who stayed. Finally, but certainly not without sincerity, this is School Board Appreciation Month for all of you, the month of January. So if all of you could please join me in thanking our school board for their dedication, their leadership, and their commitment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
What was the reason?
My first one.
Is it really?
Yes. Or do you want her to come up and get it with all of you sitting? It's your call.
We don't care. I don't mind.
We'll do it after.
Thank you all. That concludes tonight's recognition. Take care. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.
Stick around. It could get interesting.
So we will move on to the consent agenda, and I believe there were a few things that we needed to discuss on that.
Letter D, we need to make a change to our 24-25 calendar. As you recall, last week we had an e-learning day due to weather. We also have already allocated all of our e-learning days, and we do not have a snow makeup day built in. So we need to make some adjustments for the high school and for Union Elementary. They are no longer able to get an e-learning day, so we have to make February the 17th a virtual learning day for them. Everybody else will be an e-learning day. And you're like, okay, what does that really mean? So Dr. Warland, as we talk about e-learning and virtual, I know as you created the calendar, you had some thorough thoughts about this, so can you describe the difference between e-learning and virtual?
Sure. E-learning days for Franklin schools are our asynchronous days. So those are days where students are not interacting at all, whether it's through a screen or in person, with our educators. Synchronous days are our virtual days. Those are days where students are engaging through a screen or other media with our teachers. The state of Indiana, in Indiana Code 2032 2.7, it's there in front of you, they limited the number of asynchronous, or for us, e-learning days that we're permitted to have within the 180 days. So we're asking for some flexibility on February 17th for us to adjust that day as needed, as Dr. Clendenning said, for Union and the high school at this point, for a virtual day if needed.
On F, you'll notice we have donations. Each month we will have donations, but there are a few that I'd like to highlight as we travel forward. We have one at the district level for $7,000 anonymous to help pay off school lunch. Each semester that number continues to go up with unfunded lunch. We want to make sure we are providing nutritious opportunities for our students so they can learn best. And so we have someone from the community giving us $7,000. We want to thank them. It is anonymous. Also, you'll notice that for the high school, we have two pretty substantial donations, one from Meyer for the PAC, and that's to help, we're getting ready to put on Wonka at the end of the month, and so they do different things with that money to help with that. Also, the Grizz Club helps support the program through paying for coaches, and that's about $9,900, and you will each month approve different ones, but when they do start to get over $1,000, I do think it's a good thing for us to acknowledge and say thank you to the community. And even the small ones mean a lot to us, so we want to thank everybody for that. But that's also available to us. And then on K, Pepsi contract amendment.
I will cover that one. We have had, for the last 5 years, we've had an exclusive agreement with Pepsi. We solicited proposals for that as well. Unfortunately, the contract expires in February, right in the middle of a semester and the middle of a sporting season. So it's not the ideal time to make any changes. So I reached out to Pepsi to ask them if we could just do month to month until July, which would be a better time to make a change if we decide to do that. I have a committee working on putting together what options we have. We may want to handle it internally or go with another vending company. So we're exploring all those options. So I will bring this back to the board when we get closer to the summertime and a better time to transition.
And one on the personnel report, and I think the community can see out here, we have 4 board members. And Franklin Schools, we have 5. So Mr. Sappenfield has officially resigned his position from the Needham Township School Board of Trustee position. Jake and Stanley moved out of Needham Township, so by law he can no longer hold that seat, and so that is on the personnel report tonight. That will conclude the consent agenda items.
Okay. I just need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Okay, that passes. We'll go on to the superintendent reports. You're in closed transfers.
Okay, so every 6 months, June 30th and December 31st, we are required to, from lack of a better term, shore up our accounts and make sure that there are none in the negative. So these transactions were kind of closing transactions for the 24 calendar year. The first one is $208.30 for the food service catering fund. This was just an outstanding invoice that we hadn't collected payment on yet. So we transferred rainy day funds to cover that deficit. The second one is the pre-K bond fund. We have incurred design fees for the preschool center, but we won't close on that bond until probably March or April. So this is to cover those expenses that we've already incurred. And then the last transaction is for curricular materials. When we charge parents for curricular materials, those funds were housed kind of outside of our budget. Starting this year, January 1st, we are required to transfer those funds into the educational fund and make those expenditures from that account. So this transaction just closed that account once we got reimbursement for 24-25 school year. That brought us to a positive amount of $170,000. So we brought that over to the educational fund to cover some of those expenses for this school year. So the first two transactions, we literally just transfer those funds over from rainy day, and then in January we transfer them back to rainy day. So these are just closing items that you will see every 6 months. Any questions?
In this new arrangement, I want to make sure, can you guys all hear okay?
Yes.
This is kind of a new configuration. We're trying to still work out the auditorium, the sound and everything, so I want to make sure everybody can hear. The next superintendent report is the Board of School Trustees Needham Township opening. I just announced that through the consent agenda, but someone might be saying, how do I apply for that? Or what do I need to do to be considered for that seat? Person on the community would need to send a cover letter and resume. To me, we also have 5 questions. This can be found on the website. If you have questions, you can call myself, or you can call Mrs. Nelson as president of the school board. But I will take all of those resumes and submit them to the board. We are going to interview on January the 16th and January the 21st. The interviews are public meeting interviews. So what does that mean? That means that if a person wants to fill that position, they would come to the board meeting and be interviewed in public. However, the board will be the ones asking the questions. The community could submit to the board a question, but it would be the board questioning the candidate in that space. On January the 30th, we will have a special called meeting here in the auditorium to announce the selection of that candidate to fill that position. So effectively, that day forward, they will be serving the remainder of Jake's term, which is 2 years. They'll sit through all of 25 and all of 26. And then if he or she would like to have that as a permanent position, they would run for election in November of 26. So that's the process. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Also, you can reach out to Mrs. Betts, the communication PR specialist for our district. She also has the information available as well. One more thing. By statute, this position has to be filled on January 30th. And so that's the timeline that we have set up. And so we will move forward with that. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to action items. Are there any public comments on action items? Okay. The resolution for education fund to operation fund transfer.
Okay, this is a resolution that you will see every January. Through Indiana Code, we are allowed to transfer educational funds up to 15% into our operating fund for normal operating expenses. In the executive session, we talked a little bit about circuit breaker and the impact impact that has on operations. So I think this is why the legislators allow us to transfer up to 15% into the operating funds. So historically, when I first got here, we were transferring around 12, 13%. We're down to 8.5% for '24. So we've become less reliant on these transfers, which is a good thing. And a lot of that is credit to the referendum as well.
No, I would move to approve the resolution as presented.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, it passes.
And the only thing I would add, the meeting before was not executive, it was a work session.
Sorry about that.
The next one, C, we've had an opportunity to partner with a local person to bring the national parks alive for our students. One of our guiding principles talks about individual student growth and collaboration. We also have inside of our strategic plan that we want our kids to experience learning and not just get it from behind the books. So this person has come to us and has offered to support the students, up to 10 students annually, to go to a national park in the United States. And we are selecting, and this person also has high school students that will go. We'll have chaperones from our district, as well as the person that is funding is going to help in guiding that experience. And we talked about this a few months ago at the board meeting, and just as we introduced. Tonight, I'm coming forward asking for your approval so that we can begin the next phase, and that is getting the applications out, finalizing details for the students to go in '25 to experience one of the national parks. I think right now they're looking at the parks in Utah, so it'd be Grand Canyon, Bryce, and Zion, and some of in that area is what they're looking at right now. So with that, we think it's a great idea. Like I said, it will be older students. It will be the high school students. When we do travel abroad to Europe and to Coogee, we do extend it down to 8th graders. We are not extending this trip to middle school students. You have to be a high school student to participate.
And they would still travel this school year, or are you thinking in the fall?
It might be sometime in '25 for sure. We don't have it narrowed down yet. I think traditionally we want to move to the spring, maybe do spring break or right after school is what we're looking at. And we'll work with Mr. Ahouse's team and that. The other one would probably be fall break. Trying not to miss many days of school, but allowing the opportunity for these students.
Does it count towards education, like their degrees at all, or?
Right now, it would not count towards, but maybe one of the things that we could do is look at it in terms of pathways and some elective opportunities if we did some other things, independent study, and we can look into that as well.
And has it already been determined how students are accepted?
We'd probably follow a similar format to when you travel to Europe or Coogee. You have to be in good academic standing, so that means A's, B's, and C's. No discipline. You need to be a good citizen. And then we also ask the students to fill out an application and tell us why you want to go on this and why you should be selected. After that, there's an interview phase, and on the interview, we've had members of the admin team, high school team in the past, and then a representative from FEC, because the money's actually funneling to the Franklin Education Connection. So we have a member of that team interview, and we select the students that way. So that'd be a similar format.
A motion to approve the partnership with FEC and SHS for the 2 students.
Can I make one other? Also, we need to look at the virtual students could also possibly be included because they are our students. So we need to make sure that we, if you wouldn't mind, please amending it to it's all high school students in our school district. Does that make sense? Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay.
I second her motion.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that one passes.
Thank you very much. It's exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting.
you, Dr. Clendenning, for giving me this opportunity. It's also great at a podium that's actually at my height. And I haven't really had too many opportunities for this and giving presentations to the board before. I do appreciate this time, though, to be able to talk to the board about a program that we're hoping to bring to Franklin Community High School called the JAG program. JAG stands for Jobs for American Graduates. And JAG is a national program, but it's run at a state level by state nonprofit organizations. And I want to thank one individual in our audience today, Jo Dumontel. She is our regional JAG manager for this part of the state. She's here to kind of provide some support to us here in our efforts to bring JAG to Franklin. And so I thank her for coming. She's also my backup in case you guys have questions that I can't answer. She's going to be the person I'm going to point to get that answer. So just a quick history of JAG in the state of Indiana. Governor Mitch Daniels actually is the one who really started this program in the state back in 2006. It started small, just 12 initial seat schools to get the program up and running. I skipped a lot through the timeline there to get to kind of where we are today, and to kind of also show that this is a program that is not going anywhere, hasn't gone anywhere. Through multiple governors, it's been well supported and has grown. Up till 2023, Governor Holcomb, recognizing how successful this program is for high school students, set a goal that he wanted to double the number of schools offering JAG programs in the state. So that was goal would be going from 125 at that time to 250. And it's a pretty lofty goal, but the JAG program is set to meet that goal going into next school year, and we hope to be a part of that goal setting of being one of those 250 schools that would be offering a JAG program. So just want to kind of show the board there a little bit of the history so you can see that this is a growing program in the state. Many schools across the state have recognized how helpful this program is for their kids, and so this is something that we really feel like would be very beneficial to bring to our Franklin students. And also, too, I added there that the JAG program is now offered across the country in 36 different states. So a program with a lot of history, a lot of success. So JAG essentially, it starts out as a course. It's a course that kids take in high school. They can take it either as a one-year course or a two-year course. The state typically recommends that it's offered to 11th and 12th graders. We can offer it to younger students if we would like to, but really they recommend that you keep it for 11th and 12th graders just based off the nature of the course and what it's for. It can support up to 60 students per year. The JAG specialist, who is the individual that instructs the course, they're there to deliver the curriculum, but then they also provide a special role for the kids as like an adult mentor. And that role stays with those students up to 1 year after those students leave high school. So that's one of the great things about this program. I think it's one of the things that makes it so successful is that these kids have that person with them for an additional year to help them with the various things that they've learned through the JAG program as they continue on life's journeys. And so that's something that we'll talk a bit more about, but it's a big key piece, part of the JAG program. The curriculum itself, it covers a very wide range of different topics, which I'll show you in the next slide, but they're all pretty much aligned to the two main goals of developing a student's employability skills and their life skills. This screenshot here is taken from the JAG website. Just kind of gives you a few examples of some of the different topics that are covered in the JAG course. Personal skills, leadership skills, how to get a job, how to keep a job, life skills, career development, and the list goes on and on. But basically, they cover all the different things that kids are really going to need when they leave high school to be able to be successful in their lives, in their careers, whatever it is they may choose to do. JAG works for them all. And so that's one of the reasons why we feel like it's really a key thing that we can bring to our high school to make things better for the kids that maybe haven't quite developed those skills during their time up through now in their high schooling career. Big couple things that you might be wondering is, well, why do we think this program would work for Franklin, or why is this program so successful? First of all, one thing we like at any school is we look for programs that work for as many kids as possible. And that's one thing that JAG fits that bill with really well. It can work for kids of all types, kids that are planning to go to college, kids that are planning to go straight into the workforce after high school, kids that have no idea what they want to do. This program can work for all different types of kids. Also, academically, it covers the whole spectrum. Straight A kids down to the kids that are at risk of graduating, the program can work for those kids. Because it doesn't really matter where a kid is in their life in terms of academics or what they plan to do. Some kids just have different upbringing. They have different parenting or things that have happened in their lives that some of them just don't quite get the same upbringing of teaching kids how to be prepared for a job, how to interview for a job, how to build out a resume. Those are things that not every student gets as they're growing up. And so this is something that program can help bring to those kids to make sure they're ready for those things after high school. Obviously, it's going to help develop those high-demand employability skills, or sometimes called the soft skills, that a lot of employers are really looking for. If you talk to employers across this community, across the state, a lot of times they'll say the same thing, that the hard thing they're having with finding the right people to bring into their jobs is finding kids or people that have those soft skills of dependability, reliability, knowing how to work with customers. It's those little things that sometimes you can't learn in a college, you can't learn in a trade school, that they really need their employees to be able to do, and the JAG program helps them with that. Again, that ongoing adult mentor support. So if a student leaves high school and they're preparing to interview for a job somewhere, that individual, that JAG specialist who they've worked with in high school, will be there to be able to help them and coach them up and prepare them for that job interview. Or maybe they need their resume to be looked over again because they're getting ready to apply for maybe a different kind of job than what they've had before. That JAG specialist will be able to help them look over that resume and give them some pointers on what they can do. Another big piece we'll talk about a little bit more in depth here in just a minute is that the JAG course now does also help us to create a new graduation pathway for our students. And we'll talk about why that's really important here in just a moment. Also, it's good for the community. Obviously, as I said before, employers are really looking to get people to come into their businesses that have those soft skills already developed. And that's something that JAG program is going to help them. So this will help all of our businesses in the community that are looking for those types of individuals. And the one thing that board members and Dr. Clendenning, I know you're going to love a lot, is that this program is fully funded by the state through grants. We don't have to pay a dime for any part of this program. With one caveat, which is that if we do take the kids on field trips, which there are a few of them through the JAG program every year, the JAG program asks that we cover the transportation cost for that, which I don't think that is asking too much. So again, a lot of check boxes there as to why we think that this is going to be a great program for our high school students. This will be a little bit of an education piece. Oh, lost my clicker ability. Can you help me out there, Natalie? Thank you. Maybe not. Did it time out? Oh, go back to the picture there. There you go. I know we have some new board members, and so you guys are kind of really getting thrown a lot of things at you and learning a lot about education from K all the way up through 12. Graduation requirements, graduation pathways. Very interesting world that we're living in right now. If you've had any students that have gone through high school before, your own children, for example, you might be familiar with the Core 40 requirements that have been in place for quite some time now here in the state of Indiana. If you may have heard the news, they'll be changing that here in the years to come for the current 8th graders when they come into high school next year. But we're still currently under the Core 40 for the students that we have that are currently in high school. Our freshmen this year, they'll still be under those Core 40 requirements all 4 years until they graduate their senior year. And so I provide this slide here, just provides a quick graphic of what those Core 40 requirements are. And where JAG fits into this picture is in that what we call box or bucket 3 of the graduation requirements, where there's the whole list of different post-secondary ready competencies that the state wants students to be able to achieve to be able to graduate with a diploma. And where JAG fits into this is that the State Board of Education back in November just approved the JAG program as a locally created graduation pathway that schools and students can now use to allow those students to have that post-secondary ready competency box completed by the time that they graduate from high school. So this is going to open a lot of doors to kids, in addition to all the other great things that JAG offers, but it now gives kids an additional graduation pathway that they can use to be able to graduate high school with a Core 40 diploma. So we're really excited about that as well as part of the JAG offerings. And Natalie, I'm still frozen. And lastly, does it work? And I always say, I showed you the history early on, all the growth the program has had over the years. This is some statistics from JAG's website that kind of shows just how successful this program can be for students. Last year in the cohort of 2024, 97% of JAG students in the state graduated. That's a great number, 97%. 84% of the JAG students that graduated last year went on to either a job, the military, or a post-secondary education of some form immediately after high school. And once again, a big part of that JAG program is that they have that JAG specialist that they've been with for their 1 or 2 years of high school there. We're still kind of supporting them through whatever it is they may be planning to do after high school. And so that's, again, one thing we like to highlight because of just, it's a unique resource you don't see very often that's offered to high school students, that continued support after high school. And the last one I threw on there, the JAG students that graduated last year secured $20.4 million in scholarship money. So obviously, again, program is working very, very well for the students that go through it, and it just seems like it's a great program that we can offer to our students at Franklin Community High School. So I hope the board will see the benefits of that and will support us in that effort. And I would like to ask if you had any questions about JAG.
What is the implementation time if we said yes?
Yeah, great question, Brett. So with the timeline that JAG has for these new schools they're bringing on board for next school year, we would be hiring that JAG specialist sometime this spring, and then that individual would start to get trained up through the JAG program, and then also start to come into our building and start working a little bit with some students, meeting students, maybe trying to get a feel for which students would be good for this program going into the next school year. And then next school year, we would hit the ground running with the course, having a few different sections of it, depending on the numbers of how many kids would be a good fit for the program. So we'd be looking at the 25-26 school year would be our first year of having the full year of having that course in place. But that specialist would be starting to work here in this current semester once they got hired and went through the training, and be able to kind of get to know the building, get to know the staff a little bit, and then most importantly, get to know the students a little bit.
Thank you.
Mr. Wagner, is there an application process for those 60 or so students, or how will you select students in that?
Yeah, there is a bit of an application process, and there's some interviews that take place between the students, the counselors, and the JAG specialists, and that helps them to kind of identify which students seem like they're the ones that would most benefit from this program. As I mentioned before, with the way the program is structured, it really can only support up to 60 students per year. A big part of that is because of that time that individual, that JAG specialist, has to dedicate to helping students that have left the program and are now graduated. You know, they still got to be able to work with those individuals, have that time for that, time to track their current students, making sure they're keeping up with what they need to be doing. So they can really only afford to have 2 or 3 sections, which is why there can only be maybe up to 60 students. I mean, it'd be great, honestly, in my opinion, if every student could go through this program. That's just not realistic, unfortunately. So that's why there has to be a bit of an application interview process to determine who are going to be those 40, 55, or 60 students, whatever that number might be.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions? All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
President Nelson, I was just told that your mic is going to run out, the batteries. So you have to pass this with you.
Oh, great. Okay, were there any public comments on discussion items? Okay. We'll go into board comments. Any comments from the board? Administrative comments?
Yes, I just have a couple things. One, for the board, I'd like to introduce some people in the audience that maybe you know and maybe you don't know, and you will definitely get to know. But all the way in the back is Katie Smith. She is the principal of Union Elementary. She's also our preschool director. So when we talk about preschool and different things that are coming up, like preschool registration, Katie's the one that's overseeing all of that for our school district. And then Dr. Hayden is right here in the middle. He's at Creekside Elementary. He also oversees the district high ability programming. So when we talk about that. So one thing you're going to notice as I introduce the people, a lot of them have, especially like elementary, they have their building and something else to help us with as we travel forward. Mr. Perleve over here in the white, Dylan's at Needham Elementary. He also helps us with dyslexia, and his building also is housing the alternative elementary program called BEST, and you're going to learn more about BEST as we travel forward. Mrs. Ray unfortunately could not be here today. She had a family emergency, but she is at Webb Elementary, and she helps with the kindergarten registration as well as with Carly Hoagland. And Carly is at Northwood Elementary School. And then at intermediate, we have Mrs. Moran, Cheryl Moran. She is at the intermediate school. Middle school is Rita Holman, back towards the back there. And then Mr. Ahouse at the high school. And then the virtual community school principal is Shelby Murphy. So you'll get to hear from these people throughout the next several months. Usually we do quarterly board visits, and January is one of the months that we do a visit. However, with everybody being new and everything else that's going on with selecting the new board member, I have decided to push that one back into the spring, and I believe that one's supposed to be here at the middle school. Is that correct? So we'll move that one to the spring and then catch back up with them. And during that quarterly visit, it's really highlighting what's you a chance to interact with teachers as well as with the building principal. But I wanted to introduce them tonight. And you just heard from Mr. Wagner, who is the associate principal at the high school. And so we have a great admin team. I know I'm biased, but they're wonderful. They lead well, and our kids are getting a great education in that space. So I want to thank them. And then the gentleman there in the far back is Doug Cox. Sheriff Cox is our lead SRO. And so he is one that helps us. We don't like to call him, but he's the one that helps us navigate all the stress and turmoil that goes on, and he does a wonderful job, so I want to thank Doug. And in the far back is Jen Scott. Jen is Executive Director for Special Programming and Accessibility, and so she helps us K-12 with special education students, 504, and other special programming. So that's the admin team that we have here, and Mr. Betts, Mr. Sprout, who's there in the back, Mrs. Betts, and then us up here. So that's the admin team. I thought I'd introduce them. So you can see a name and a face and say, oh, that's who that person is. So also, looking at the calendar of events, a couple things that we do have coming up. January the 20th is Martin Luther King Day. We have no school. We did make the change in February for the virtual school, but that is President's Day, so the kids will not be on campus, but they will be having school either with e-learning, which is asynchronistic, or virtually, will they be with their teacher throughout the day with their programming. SAT on March the 4th, and that is a day where the high school kids are not present. The juniors are present, and so that's one of the reasons why we had to make that change for the high school. And then we have Cub Academy registration coming up, looking ahead. Also, I need to ask the board, we traditionally have a board retreat in February looking at all things financial. And looking at our calendars, we would like to propose Tuesday, February the 25th. If you could look at your calendars, and Natalie will send you an email or a text verifying if you can or cannot do that. Part of the reason to look that far out, we have financial partners that are going to come into the meeting, and we need to make sure that their schedule coincide with our request for the retreat. And like I said, during that meeting, it's all financial. So we're going to talk about the budget, how we build a budget, look at our strategic plan, how it's funded. We're also going to talk about the bonding and the programs that we have on in terms of the bonding structure. And also looking ahead, I would, once we get the 5th board member present, I thought we would have a work session and look at board governance, bringing everybody in together, and what does that look like. And I'd be talking to Steve Orton from ISBA to come in and help us with that. And that'll be something that we'll look at in terms of calendar and opportunities for us to grow together. So in the next couple of months, we're going to meet a lot, but kind of just to get everybody caught up to speed in what we're doing. And as always, please feel free to ask any questions. And I do believe Friday notes